Sindarov playing white in this position just plays knight takes h6. A blunder or a brilliancy? Let's find out. The game took place in Grand Chess Tour Super Chess Classic Romania 2026 between Sindarov and Praggnanandhaa, where Sindarov is playing white. He opens the game with 1 e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. The Giacopiano is on the board, and we have c3 on the board, the main line. The point is that you want to go quickly d4 and take the full center. Black plays knight f6, d4, follow up to the c3 move, and after e takes d4, c takes d4, bishop e4 check. You can actually play bishop d2 as well. Well, bishop takes knight e2 and d5. There have been a lot of games here as well, but black is known worse at least. So knight d2 comes, knight takes e4. The knight cannot take back because it is pinned to the king. d5, kicking the knight away from the center. So knight takes d2, a strong intermezzo. You cannot take up here because you just lose a piece after knight takes e4. It's a check. So bishop takes d2, bishop takes d2, queen d2, and then knight e7. Here d6 is a very interesting sacrifice to ruin black's pawn structure. And however, in the game we have long castle, and now black plays d6, not allowing white to go d6, h4, because now we will be having an opposite side castling position. So it's better that if white starts throwing his pawns to the king side, black castles, h5 comes, and h6. You don't actually want to allow h6 from white, because if you allow that, then there will be a lot of holes. For example, if you go a6, h6, and then after g6, the dark squares around black's king is quite weak, and you don't have any dark square bishop. So that's why h6 comes, rook d g1. The goal is to prepare g4, g5, bishop g4, d4, stopping that, knight h4, queen d7. Now this queen will come to maybe a4 or on the queen side, and as well as towards g4. So bishop d3, rook d8, centralizing the rook, bishop c2, queen b5, attacking d5, and f3. Now white is saying take these pawns, I am willing to sacrifice that. So black accepts it, bishop takes h5, g4, bishop g6. Now you don't really gain much by just taking on g6, knight takes g6. Now you would have to take this knight as well, as this knight will become a very strong, very good piece on e5. So bishop takes g6, and black king is a bit more safe this way because there are 3 pawns in front of it, and you are not actually getting much. Rook e2 will come later on. So knight f5 comes, queen c5, and king d1. Knight takes d5. Black has over a lot of material, so white sacrifices the knight. The brilliancy or a blunder. Let's see. G takes h6 comes, bishop takes h6. Now these pawns are vulnerable. White can take both of them, but a piece is a piece. So rook c1, a strong intermezzo. Queen b5 comes. The idea is to go rook e2. Queen takes h6. Queen d3, and king a1. Now queen d4. Just not allow any kind of tricks on h8 square. So queen h7, king f8, queen takes g6, rook e2. Very interesting try was queen f6 as well. Just saying, let's trade the queens. In the game we have rook e2 and queen f5, check, king e8, queen g6, king f8, queen f5, because they are trying to reach move control, like getting increments is usually good. Queen g6, king d8, queen g8. Now you can't come up here because the rook will hang. So black puts the king and the rook together. And after that queen g5, knight e7, rook c1. And now white has so many tricks involving this knight on e7 and rook h7. That is why queen d3 is a very powerful and a strong move that stops the rook from coming to h7. So rook e3 comes, queen g6, queen d5, rook b8, defending b7. White doubles up the rook, a6, queen a4, and b5. Now b5 is a very strong move because if you take, then there would be rook b6, and black has untangled most of his pieces. Like like you can try maybe a check or queen a3, but then king d7 will come, and slowly but surely your rook will join the attacks as well. Like rook c6 is something that can be seen. So for the cost of one pawn, black has successfully solved his problem of the back rank and of the weak development. So Sindarov says, I'm not going to take this pawn. Queen a5 comes, king f7, rook c1, knight d5, rook d3, and rook b6. And it was in this position that Sindarov designed a very well played game by Prague, who just made it look easy by consolidating it too easily. At the same time, we have another brilliant game by Sindarov versus Mukesh. I will put the link in the description as well, and as you can see on your screen as well. Do watch the game and like and comment and subscribe. Thank you so much.